Well, that was weird. I actually pressed the go live button at 8 o'clock and YouTube just didn't accept the fact that I was live. It just, yeah, had me offline. So, yeah, that's why I thought I was live and I wasn't. Weird, weird. The weird world of streaming. How's everyone doing? Let me know how the sound is. Does that mean you can't hear me? Or what? You're not sure what that means. Maybe that's you making the sound of the fans from the 3D printer, because it's loud as shit in here. I don't know. Not sure. I exist. Today's beer of choice is Super Dry. This is number 2. 3D printer is now in a new location. Need to raise this up a little bit. Just cutting the top. Can I do that? I can. Look at that. That's probably about right. Yeah, 3D printer is there. I'll put the 3D printer on screen so you guys can see that in a minute. We're going to print something. It's probably going to be noisy. And I need to see if it's actually going to work, because I've had failed print after failed print with this shit using nylon. Carbon reinforced nylon. Very, very weird shit. This is carbon reinforced carbon reinforced polycarbonate. And this is really nice shit, but I went to the nylon because it's supposedly more heat resistant than this. But, like, after a couple of weeks, this is still really, really hard. But the nylon kind of goes softer, more like wood. It's not, like, here's a little trumpety bit. It's not soft. Like, it's like a hardwood. It's weird feeling. It's really, really tough. Like, there's no way I'm breaking that. Not a chance. But it's kind of, when it comes off the printer, it's really hard, like this shit. But after a few days or whatever, it absorbs moisture, and then the feeling changes to be more like wood, but not. I mean, I guess that's really the only way I can describe it. It's more wood-like and less metal-like. This is more metal or plastic-like. This feels like a softer sort of plastic. They'll both do the job, and all that has to do is funnel air into the engine, so that's going to work. But I kind of like the way this feels. It feels like a hard plastic, whereas this kind of doesn't. It is hard plastic. It feels, it's hard to explain the differences. Hello, Wasabi Bobby. Greetings from Japan. Greetings from Canada. Yes, for those that don't know, aren't on the Discord, I'm making this, which is an adapter, and this goes on here, and then you can put your filter system in the middle. Hello from Zambia. Okay, I'm very skeptical, because last time I went live, I was trolled by somebody saying there was someone they weren't. So, hello, Zambia. How you doing? Yeah, I'm working on, I printed that. So this is the Garage Kei Panic ITB filter system that will be coming out whenever the hell I finish it, because printing is a well, it's a real thing. Printing's a real thing. Hachituba. Wasabi Bobby. Yeah. Yeah, so we got some 3D printing stuff to do. I'm going to move that over there. Let's do this. Let's go with that up. Let's put that there. And then we'll put that there. And then over here we'll put... It doesn't actually matter. Let's go to this one. Ah, crap. Okay. I want to put this one here. So you can see it. There. There we go. Be able to see some of my settings and shit too. Yeah, I did that already. Hello, P.O. from Tokyo. I was wondering if I could ask you a Cappuccino related question. Yes, you can. I am here to answer questions and to interact and shit. So, by all means, ask away. Good evening, Roy. I'll see you in the morning. You sure 10 o'clock is early enough? That's a pretty big list of shit you want to do. Good morning from Texas. Howdy, partner. Whereabouts in Texas are you? I'm a big Kill Tony fan. And I have friends that live in Houston. I like pronouncing it Houston. Yeah, and I have a... do I still have it here? Where is it? Where did I put it? I know it's close by. I can feel it. But where did it go? I need to find that now. Now that I've got... Oh, just found my pencil sharpener. I've been looking for that. Hang on a second. Where is it? There it is. I got it. There it is. Austin, Texas. Hey, Buckies. Austin, Texas. Yeah, I'm a big Kill Tony fan. He's in Austin. 1 in the afternoon here in Zambia. If you gave me a map of South Africa and said that you'd give me $100 if I could point to Zambia, I couldn't do it. I'd lose. It would be a total guess. I've got no idea where Zambia is. You have the K6A Cappuccino, which would be an EA21R that seems to be leaking oil from the turbo area. Any input on where I should start? I would hope and pray that it's your rocker cover gasket. Just do that. Because if it's not that, then, yeah, things get more difficult. There is an oil feed to the turbo, so it could be leaking from that. It could be leaking from the turbo itself. It's quite possible, I don't know for a fact, but it's quite possible that the studs for the exhaust manifold do go into oil galleries. They do that on the F6A, so yeah, it's not the rockers. The rockers, you mean the rocker cover or the oil return line? No, I meant the oil feed, because the oil feed will be at the top. But one thing you could do is play the depth gauge with the freaking the depth game with the parts cleaner. Spray a line, clean everything below that line. Is that going to work? Is that actually going to work? It's going to work from the top down. Yeah. And then see where the oil comes back from. You can do that. But it could be the oil feed. The rocker cover. Or the studs for the exhaust manifold is what I would be thinking. Just off the top of my head of what's in there. That my advice would to be drown it all in parts cleaner and then check it after one drive and then check it after 2 drives and see where it comes back from. Intermittent and not a lot of oil loss. Well, if it's not a lot, just don't worry about it. Be fine. You're thinking of picking up an Alto Works RSR with the F6A. Anything I should know or look out for? My advice would be to get the twin cam because of I like the twin cam better, not because of power, just because it's a more simple system. And because the twin cam came in the Cappuccino and the AZ1 and the Carol, there is more parts for the twin cam, more aftermarket support, in my opinion. Even though it is dwindling, more people are messing around with the twin cam stuff than the single cam. For example, if you need camshafts, you are going to be able to buy camshafts for a twin cam. You are not going to be able to buy camshafts for a turbo single cam F6A. They just don't exist. There was a guy on Facebook who actually had some made in China because he couldn't get his hands on anything out of Japan. I think he was giving them away actually at one point because nobody wanted them either. Yeah. F6A is a good idea. Don't go F5A. They're a cool little car, but the engines are just, there's no parts for them. If you have heard of Victoria Falls, then you won't miss it. No, I don't know where Victoria Falls is either. I know. I was going to say Viagra Falls, but no, it's Niagara Falls. But that's not in South Africa, so that's not in Africa. So yeah, no, I don't know where Victoria Falls are either. Do you have a? Wait, did you say already? You didn't. In Zambia, do you have an Altezza by any chance? I've noticed that a lot of people in Africa have Altezzas for some reason. Or did you have what car do you have? Is what I should have actually asked, but my guess is Altezza. Would have a parts source in Japan you could recommend also. I get all of my parts from Yahoo Auction. All my used parts. New parts, to be honest, perfectly honest with you, my secret location for new parts is also Yahoo Auction because distributors get the new parts and then sell on Yahoo Auction cheaper than you can normally buy direct from the manufacturer. If you're talking about Suzuki parts and you're not in Japan, then I would recommend either Amayama or Megazip because you can't buy direct from Suzuki here. You have to go through a third party, and the third party will charge the same as what you can buy from Megazip. So if you were to go through a third party shipper like me, then you get Suzuki's price with the distributor's price, and then my cut, and then shipping. So you're just better to go with Megazip 90% of the time. Unless the price is ridiculous, then you might want to check with me, you know, are they being stupid here? Sometimes the prices are ridiculous, Most of the time, Mega Zip is fine. For belts and things like that, measure the damn thing and go into your local... They're just V-belts. Measure the thing, go into your local Super Cheap Auto or Auto Zone or whatever the hell you've got in your country, and they'll have something that fits it. It's just a belt. Use a pair of pantyhose will do it. As far as part sourcing from Yahoo Auction, if you'd like me to do it, I can do it. My fees are not real. I'm probably more expensive than some people. If you don't want to use me, then I would suggest Jesse Streeter. Stay away from Bai or those big Zen Market 500 yen shop. Stay away from all those. 500 yen shop is cheap, but there's a reason, and often I've heard people getting absolutely shafted on the shipping. I have a box downstairs from Bai, from someone who bought it from Bai. It went to Bai, and then Bai refused to ship it. So now I've got it. So they had to pay Bai's price, the shipping from Bai to me. Now they have to pay for my commission. So don't use Bai. Yeah. We have an automatic 3SG Altezza. I knew it. You've been rebuilding. When I speed up to 80 Ks and it starts to bog down and lose power, what could be the problem? Unfortunately, I don't know. The engine in the automatic Altezza is different from the one in my car. There's a lot of differences. The ECU is different. The wiring is different. A lot of different shit. It's just not the same. On top of that, I don't really know anything about automatic transmissions either. What could cause it to bog down and lose power at 80 Ks an hour? Fuel starvation, perhaps? Or maybe bad fuel? I'm not a mechanic. You got to know that too. Bogs down at 80 Ks an hour. I feel like that's not going to be Altezza specific. That's going to be like cars in general. So that might be one for Google. But I don't know, like 80 Ks an hour specifically. I'm not sure. Any experience with Amayama or JP car parts? JP car parts, no. Amayama, yeah. Amayama are fine. Go with them. I recommend normally Megazip because it's the one that I found and I find it easier to navigate, but Amayama will sort you out just the same. You import a lot of Altezzas here. The most common manufacturer is Toyota. JDM spec cars are common in Zambia. Knew it. I'd have to get a third party or Megazip for future. Would you recommend doing, say, a Monster Sport kit? If you can get your hands on a Monster Sport kit, that is what I recommend. A lot of people nowadays will say, go standalone, but only if you've got someone in your area that can tune it. And only if you understand that, but it's cheaper out of the box. Yes, it is. But it ends up costing more in the long run because you have to tune it. If you go for, that's a long conversation. I'll stop there because you asked about a Monster Sport kit. So, yes, I would recommend getting a Monster Sport kit if you can get your hands on one. You're talking about an Alto. The Cappuccino kit will bolt into an Alto. You have to change, I think it's 3 or 4 wires at the ECU to use a Cappuccino ECU. Very, very easy to do. One of them is the ABV, which is relevant shit. The other 3 are diagnostic, which means you can just cut them. The diagnostic shit doesn't really do anything in the Cappuccino anyway. And the Alto. So, we were talking about it, a few months ago, and trying to figure out what will actually trigger an engine light in a Cappuccino or an Alto. We couldn't figure out what would trigger that, because oil pressure would be the oil pressure. Doesn't have it like, oh, you've got an EA21. No. EA21R is different, but the EA11R, there's no NOx sensor. I don't think there's a fuel pressure sensor. So what on earth is going to trigger the engine? What actually triggers the engine light? I have no idea. I don't think anything will. Go a Monster Sport kit if you can get your hands on one, or Suzuki Sport. Bogging down could be coil pack misfire. Yep, absolutely. Coil pack misfire, but I don't know why it would only happen at 80. And fuel, no idea. Oh, you got the K6A. Yeah, I'm getting confused because someone was asking. Seth was asking about the F6A. Okay, so Wasabi Bobby is talking about the EA21R. Sorry, I got confused because Seth was asking about the Alto. My bad. Good luck. You're looking for a K100 kit. I've got one. Since I got mine, I don't think I've seen. I might have seen one for sale since I got mine. But they are rare, dude. If you see a K100 kit, buy it, because they are rare. I don't think anybody yet has done a plug and play for EA21R at all. Oh wait, what? Okay, Wasabi Bobby, you're confused. You've got a 92. 92. Year 92. I want to say that's an EA. When you look at your engine, does it have the tower with the S hose that runs across the spark plugs? If you've got that, I know what we're talking about. Or does your engine kind of look like a mini SR20? Yes, you do. Okay, so you have an F6A. If you've got the tower with the S pipe, that's a F6A. So yeah, you're okay. You want an F100 kit, F111 or F120. Okay. So yeah, you're good. You're good. You don't have a K6A, you have an F6A. Thanks for the heads up. I'll probably get a fresh fuel pump. Love your content and your humor. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to have more content for you very soon, or more long form content, because the short form content is almost daily. Let's start this print, shall we? And ruin all of my audio. We need to turn on the wall screen. So this is what I'm working with. This is my oh crap, I moved it. What are we doing with it? I've printed this 3 times, and each time it has failed because the material I'm using contracts as it cools down. If it cools down too quick, it contracts so hard that it's actually lifting the build plate off the bed. The magnets can't hold it down. So I've slowed everything down here. Like, this is really crazy slow speeds. Oh, you can't see because I'm blocking them. They're all 200. Everything's under 200. Like, that's crazy low. Which is another reason why I'm thinking about going back to carbon reinforced polycarbonate instead of nylon for speed of printing as well. If you have questions about cappuccinos or altos or altezas, keep them coming. I am going to start this print. It's what I'm talking about for the minute. But we don't have to stay on this topic. I know it's boring for some people. For a lot of people, if you don't have a printer, this shit is meaningless to you. Until I got a 3D printer, I didn't give a shit about this. What have you missed? I'm just about to 3D print some shit. We were talking about a cappuccinos and altos and altezas. But yeah, just this is some Alteza shit that I'm working on. It's a filter plate for Pipercross. It's half of it because I can't print the whole thing in one go. But it doesn't matter because you see that hole there and that hole there. Well, that bolts the two bits together. Whack a bit of silicone in there and Bob's your uncle. That'll seal her up nice. Or don't, because what's going to get in there except for super, super fine particles? Just don't even run a filter, Dave. I mean, even with that crack there, you're still going to be better than the dudes that don't run a filter. What do I need a filter for? See, there you go. There's one of them now. Yeah. It's funny because I was actually at a drift event at Sportland Yamanashi, and they were all saying, don't need a filter, don't need a filter. And at the end of the day, one dude's car broke, and I think it was because he didn't have a filter on. We're slicing this plate, which turns what we've got here into that. And then we can look at what we've got. The green represents the supports that are going to hold up this shit and hold up the circles for the bolts. Everything else is flat. And we're going to hope that when we print this area here, it doesn't lose temperature too fast and cause this corner to lift up and completely ruin the print. It normally happens an hour in, so I waste a decent amount of filament and money to try to get, like, when it fails. You can see here that the cost is 464 yen to print this, and it's going to take 5 hours and 34 minutes. So every time it fails, it costs me money, filament, time, electricity. So I don't want to fail again. Are we okay? Let me check on the printer. I'm running the K1C from Creality. Very easy to use. Does the print cost thingy include electricity? No, it does not, because I don't actually know how much electricity it's going to take. 5.5 hours worth of electricity? No idea. It calculates over, I can show you, on the filament over here. Can you see my mouse? See my mouse up here? On the filament, you click this, and then down here, price, that's how much I paid per kilo. And then it divides that by the amount that you're going to actually use, and gives you a fairly, well, probably fairly rough estimate of how much it actually costs. I have to run a filament dryer, and the filament dryer has been running for 24 hours to get the filament dry enough that I can print without a problem. So it's not just the 5 hours of electricity either. It's the past 24 to dry the filament. This is probably boring for most people. Here you can see how long each part will take. So like the outer walls will take 20 minutes, whereas the overhang wall in blue, probably in here, take 2 minutes. Did you make a bottom in the cup holder yet? No. This is not a cup holder. It's a funnel. Sanitora Otaka is referring to a photo I posted in the Discord. So if you would like to know what he's talking about, you can join the Discord. I'll just put that in the chat now. There you go. If you have any questions about cars or anything in general, join the Discord. We have some very knowledgeable and friendly people in there that will answer questions for you if I can't. We have a bit of fun in there. Yeah, so here, as I was saying, what's the most time is going to be spent doing what? I guess the sparse infill, which is the void inside the two layers. Hour and a half. Cool. I guess we should hit print and see how we go. I forgot to send your next package. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, cool. I was wondering, like, it didn't arrive and I was questioning whether it got lost or you hadn't sent it. I don't even know what it is, so I'm not missing it. Just, yeah, you said it was coming and I'm confused. Asahi is your choice of beverage tonight. That is correct. Tonight's beverage is Asahi Super Dry. Yeah, I've only got 2 because I drank the other 4 last night after I got home from driving. So yeah, I've only got 2 of these, and I've already drunk 1. After this, I do have 1 Chuhai that I will drink, and then I'm probably out of alcohol. But I do need to start this print because it's going to be 5 hours and 34 minutes. I need to watch it for at least an hour, maybe 2, to see if it's going to still lift the corner. Here we go. Wish me luck. I need the luck. We've turned off all the fans. I can just hope. All right, here we go. It's gonna go. We're gonna print. Printing. Yep. There it is. So we can 1, 2. I didn't actually print that. That's weird. It says I've only tried twice, but I've tried more than that. I used 45 meters of filament. Yeah, anyway. Thank you. Good luck. Gonna need it. So what I want to do, I actually want to crop that and have that on a window so you guys can see it, but while I'm live like this. So maybe we can put the print up here or there or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. If you want to see the... Ted's hair's on the build plate. Weird, sorry about that. Yeah. Ted's hair on the beep boop machine is beep booping, that's right. It does do its thing. It's gonna be noisy. It's fairly horrible. Tonight's broadcast is not brought to you by Super Cheap Auto, although it could be if they reach out. We should all be so lucky. Imagine if Super Cheap Auto started sending me tools. How rad would that be? I really want to... I really want this on the screen. Should I be small like this, or should I be... Yeah, I don't... Yeah. Okay, so now it's wiping the nozzle. Yep. Yep. I could watch this. I have watched it for hours at a time. We are 3D printing. We will be very shortly. It's doing its... You can see the temperature of the nozzle and the bed there. We're getting the bed up to... the bed will go up to 100 degrees, which is max for this printer. Can't take it up higher. The max for the nozzle is 300, and we'll be printing at 295. 290 to 295. It'll probably sit on 295. Yeah, printing at 295 degrees. So in the engine bay, probably gonna be fine. There's another thing that I want to do that if you guys want to see, I'll do that. I need to draw and make a thing that goes in the drill. It's an adapter to hold the velocity stack so that I can spin it and run sandpaper over it. You get me? I want to get rid of the print lines and shit and smooth it out for the airflows. Gonna do that. So I could design that now or just chat to you. Chatting to you would be better than sitting here designing something, honestly. If I'm perfectly honest. Forgot about that. Yeah. It just sits here for an interesting amount of time. I'm not really sure why. I don't know why it does that. So what's everyone else up to tonight? We gonna print? Makes a weird noise when it goes over to the side. I'm not sure why. Anzac Day isn't celebrated here. Yeah, lest we forget. Should be. Yeah, I reckon the Anzacs would be rolling in their graves at the state of Australia, honestly. You're Kiwi. Ever thought about moving to Australia? It's probably not a good idea to do that. Not just Australia, the world. Yeah, I mean... Are we printing? Oh, we are. Things are happening. We won't see anything for probably 20 minutes. Not going to see anything cool anyway. At least. Because I slowed everything down. You can see we're printing at 290. And the hotbed is 99. Where's the room temp? Isn't there. Can we add that? No. Why can't I add more? There's the bed mesh. It's interesting data to have. I don't know what the hell that is. The exclude object. No idea. Oh, that's an object I can take out of the... I can stop that particular object if I like. What? Like, I want to add more... Where's the... I can turn the light off. I thought I would be able to see the... our bed temperature's got up to 100, which is nice, finally. I'm going to check on the room temp. Yeah, see the chamber temp is only registering 30 degrees. It's not high enough. Oh well. Did I mess up, perhaps? No. Slow? No. Quality, we're running 2.2 because I was running 1.6. I did the funnels and the runners in 1.6. When I tried to print this plate, it just did blobs and horrible shit everywhere. Not sure if that was caused by layer height or by the filament being wet, but when I eventually changed it to 2.2, I had better results, so I just left it there like that. For those interested in this, 290, 295. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Well, yeah, we're doing that. That's a thing. It is now a thing. If you would like to join the Discord, you can share images and things I'll be able to see inside the live stream chat. Oh, yeah. I'm reminded, I loaded the live stream chat and was reminded about what a total balls up the last live stream was. We won't go into that. I'm going to forget it ever happened. I wanted to come over to Japan. Again, when and what are the best Kei events happening? The biggest cappuccino event in the world is happening October 12th. And I offer for the past, last year, I took 3 Americans down to see that. And on the cappuccino page again this year, I've offered to do the same thing. That is one of the best Kei events of the year. There is Kei drag racing happening every now and again. I'm not sure on dates. At, I think it's Central Circuit in Aichi, I want to say, but I'm not really sure. Quite far down south. Yeah, there's Meet the Beat is another event that happens. Not sure when that is. I think there's a Mazda event and a few Kei cars show up for that. What was there was an event where a bunch of S660s showed up, but I can't remember what event that was. Yeah. It's best to follow your favorite, follow Japanese people who have your favorite Kei car, and they will post events that they're going to. There's an Alto event that happened a few weeks ago that I missed. Last weekend there was, or last week, was the Alto meeting in Kyoto that I missed. The only one I really know about is Open Cafe, which is October 12th. Good weather too. How loud is that thing for you guys? It's pretty loud for me. 3 likes on the chat, 3 likes on the live stream. Thank you very much, guys. If you haven't pressed the like button, please do. It's good. If you like it, press the like. You're a bit of a Daihatsu tragic. I don't know Daihatsu meetings. No clue. There's a Copen meeting in the middle of summer, but I don't know what date it is. I filmed it last year, but I was there for something else. Fuji Speedway it was on. Middle of summer. I got sunburnt to shit. Why was I there? I might have driven someone there on the off chance that something was on. And the Copen meeting was on. Maybe that's what happened. I don't remember. But yeah, there's a Copen meeting. So maybe Google that. Fuji Speedway Copen meeting. That's the end of the Asahi for the evening. You're building a Hi-Jet with a Hayabusa engine in it. No, not Kei at all. Won't be much of a truck anymore because you won't be able to use the bed for anything. What I haven't seen anybody do is raise the bed up above the engine swap so that the bed is perfectly usable still. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody do that. Like, that's what you should do. Be the only one with a functioning K-truck or functioning Hi-Jet that has a Hayabusa engine in it. At the last... I've never been to a single K-truck meeting. Not one. But then again, my K-truck isn't... Yes, I have. There was a K... Was it K-trucks, though? It was just a K race. And there were trucks there. It wasn't specific for K-trucks. I'd love to do that. My truck's not the most popular one, though. Yeah, Hi-Jet with a Hayabusa. Yeah, the last Cappuccino Drift Day I went to, there was a Cappuccino with a Hayabusa in the back. Maybe I should. Yeah, but it's hard to find them, honestly. You always find out about events after the fact, because Japanese people like, they advertise on Twitter, and like, how would you ever find that on Twitter? No idea. Maybe I'm RRU might be able to find it, but and Sanitora Otaku will probably know someone that's doing an event down in Osaka, but I'm not driving to Osaka for a damn... Yeah, see, there you go, 360K meeting in Osaka. I can't drive to Osaka for meetings like that. It's too expensive. It's a $300 round trip just in tolls and gas. Or if I take the Shinkansen, it's probably the same or even more. Suzuki Carry is a beast. Amend Suzuki. What do you mean? Amend Suzuki Carry is a beast. My Carry is a beast. My Carry is a beast. I haven't even driven it since I put the high gear in it. Like, I've semi-forgotten that I even did that because I haven't driven it since I did it. Yeah. Speedo's going to be out too because I didn't swap the gear, the speed sensor, which I need to order another one of, I think. I don't even remember. It's been so long since I worked on the Carry. I lost all motivation to work on it because I don't have all the parts to put it back together. So it's just like, why bother? And then I don't have the room to do it because I'm doing other shit in different places. Need to sell my van. Oh, Amend. Amend Tuning Shop has a great Hayabusa swapped Carry. Oh, is that the white DA63 that has no passenger seat? It has no back wall. It's just basically a roll cage that looks like a carry truck. I think that's the one you're talking about. I saw that at either one of the shows I attended this year. That truck was at. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So if you just sacrifice the bed. Yeah. You got so much room for activities if you just sacrifice the bed. But nobody keeps the bed. You want to be able to still use it as a truck, right? Otherwise, what's the point? I'm not about that. Install the Hayabusa and then put like one of those vertical glass transporting racks in there. That way it still functions as a truck for transporting glass. And imagine transporting glass with a Hayabusa powered truck. Like, that's pretty wild. I like that idea. Another thing that I've seen people hide the engine. Jeez, that thing's noisy. I've seen people hide the engine that pops through the tray with like a box, like a toolbox or something. Someone should do it with like a stack of tires or something. That'd be cool. Dunno. I feel like I've seen it all. I don't think I've seen a Hayabusa swapped Hijet. Seen it in carries. I don't think I've seen it in a Hijet. Carries, Hijet Kei trucks like to tip over too, so when you do that sort of thing, you're really at risk of just writing the thing off. If you keep the track the same width, that is, might not be a good idea. A beer fridge. Well, no, if it's a beer fridge, you want beer in it. That doesn't make any sense. It's going to be hot beer. Hot towels. There you go. Hot towels. Your engine is your towel warmer. Your oshibori. People show up to look at your car, you can offer them a hot towel with some chopsticks. Be nice. Get real JDM on that shit. It was at Automesse. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere. And something was like, it was either the ECU was on Wi-Fi or something was on Wi-Fi. The throttle cable. Something. Oh, you know what you could do? You said one shot. I'm not sure whether you said one shot, and I thought one cup. You could have a heated fridge that's full of hot sake. There you go. Yeah. There's your JDM. Pull up at Cars and Coffee with hot sake for people. Amazake, even. Jeez, you're noisy in those directions. One cup, yeah, one cup. Two homeless dudes, one cup. Let's check it. Be with you in just a second. Yeah, I mean, the lid was lifting up as the... One of the things that was wrong, they didn't design this thing properly. The roof should have been... I want to say... The roof should have been 4 inches higher. Like when you get the thing, you have to print out spaces to space the roof up. But yeah, the machine itself should have been 4 inches taller to allow for the Bowden tube to have a good curve. At the moment, my Bowden tube is trying to push the lid open, so I put a couple of used, like, old tablets on top of it to try to hold it closed. Keep the heat in. How hot's the chamber? 36 degrees. See, I'm aiming for 60, but I can't get the... maybe in future, I need to... Maybe I should buy a dedicated heat gun that can blast out 60 degrees. Have two girls to hand out the sake. Two girls, one... Yeah, look at you go. Now that's what you do at Auto Salon. Or you do that in Nostalgic 2 Days. You have a Kei truck with a Atsukan thing in the back of it and two girls handing out one cups. That would be incredible. And nobody would get what you were doing. No one would understand that it was two girls, one cup. No one would get it. That would be glorious. I love it. I love it. If I ever get my Kei truck up to show standards, we should do that. Because I couldn't do it alone. There's no way I'm taking my car to... any of my cars to a show and having it locked inside and I have to stay with it so people don't climb all over it alone. The only way my carry truck would be interesting is if the doors were open and you could see that it was a twin cam in it. I need mirrors underneath to show the big turbo and the exhaust manifold and things like that. No one's going to know. I need a plaque to show what diff and everything's in it to show that it's four-wheel drive because no one's going to know. We got 7 people in here. Do we really? That's incredible. Welcome, 7 people. That might be the most I've ever had on one live stream. Oh, someone left. It's only 6 now. In that case, I'm going to go get another drink. I'll be back in a second. I'm not even going to put on the lobby music. Okay, I'm back. This is golden sour, not to be confused with golden shower. That's something else. It only has 3% alcohol, but it should be fairly delicious. It's liqueur. It's probably gonna be delicious. Let's get some bloody chips too. No, I don't think I've got. The 3D printer is the lobby music. Yeah, it's pretty fucking horrible. But this is, like, you see it moving. Next time I do a live stream, I should actually print something with PLA. And because in PLA I can print really fast. That thing hauls balls. This is moving at what? Speed. 200 millimeters per second, right? But when I print in PLA, it doubles for the outer wall. I thought it was actually faster than that. That's interesting. Fast PLA? Yeah, 400. I thought we were going faster than that. Okay. Yeah, these are all my attempts. Oh, ludicrous. Look at this. The acceleration is 20,000. Nylon were 12,000. Ludicrous PLA. Whereabouts in Japan am I roughly? I'm in the west of Tokyo. Let's go back to our device. There we go. West Tokyo. Specifically, the town of Hachioji. Close to Mount Takao, the highest peak in all of Tokyo Prefecture. Cheers. Here's to golden sour. Would you prefer a golden sour or a golden shower? Let's find out. Oh, fuck. Golden sour for sure. Oh, that's delicious. That's great. What brought me to the west of Tokyo? My wife wanted to move to this area because in her particular line of work, people get paid more in Tokyo than they do in other areas of Japan. So, and she was familiar with Hachioji and therefore wanted to live here. I was against the idea until we found this house, and that changed my mind because of the... Oh, look at that. See that? Look what's happening there. That big bulge of shit happening there. What's going on, printer? We've got a... So we've got a blob in real time. An airplane, yeah, nice swam. Blob. See the blob there? Yeah, I thought I'd gotten rid of the blobs by going to 2.2 on the layer height, but apparently not. No, we still get blobs. 2.2. All right. So the speed isn't helping. We haven't opened, like... It can't be moisture. I'm at 9%. I get 9% moisture for the past at least 12 hours. So that's not caused by moisture. It's not caused... Yeah, I don't know. What brought me to Japan? What brought me to Hachioji? Yeah, we saw this house. And the house was... For the price of this house, what you could get for something new or something somewhere else, you're going to end up with a shoebox. So we bought this place. Well, my wife did. I didn't. Yeah. But yeah, she's not interested in having any of her details mentioned online, so we don't talk about her very much, and anytime she happens to be on camera, she's blurred out. Not interested in being part of the channel at all. Not interested in the channel at all. But yeah, that is that. I came to Japan initially because my girlfriend's visa was running out in Australia. She was Japanese. She had to come back here, and she asked me to come too, so I did. The rest is history. The rest is 17 years. This is very drinkable, and at only 3% alcohol. I feel like I could drink 75,000 of them and still be able to drive. This is what you want. The problem is they don't make this year round. I'm pretty sure they only make it for Golden Week. But this is what you want at Ebisu Circuit for Matsuri. Because it's refreshing, but it's still got the alcohol, and it's 3%, so you could have, like I say, you could have 375,000 of the things all day and not be too drunk to control a vehicle. Yeah. So this is printing. That blob there really bugs me. But I'm going to let it go because I don't want to open the door. Hopefully the nozzle will just smear it and we'll be fine. Or it'll just blend in, be a solid section, and solid sections are stiffer, harder than regular infill, so it's actually it'll be stronger than the rest of the print. If it sticks up, it will actually, if it stays that shape, it'll stick up above the surface and I can sand it flat. It will actually be at the back, underneath, and no one will ever see it. So, does it even really matter? Don't know. Can you pause the print and remove the blob? No, you can't. Because if I open the door, the temperature in there will drop, and that causes all sorts of shit. The other reason you can't do that is if you pause that, for some reason, if I pause the print, the bed will drop, the print head will come back up over here, and it'll start leaking filament out. The internet says that's caused by moisture, but I mean, I've been drying my filament for over 24 hours. So if there's any, like, the machine says it's down to 9% moisture. I kind of have to believe it after 24 hours, so people print at 30% moisture. So while it kind of has to be moisture causing that, don't know. So if you do that, the filament will still come dripping out while you're dealing with that shit. And then when the printer restarts, you'll have this long line of shit that you've just dragged across the whole thing, defeating the purpose of having stopped it in the first place. Yo, it's Jazzed. It is Jazzda. Jazzda is a frequent here. We have a celebrity in our midst. Gonna have fun with the printer in summer with the humidity, yeah. I will probably run a dehumidifier in this room, and also, well, the filament, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bunch of those little containers that absorb moisture, and all the filaments in the cabinet below here, so it's a fairly cold, dark place. I hope. I don't know. See what happens. But I've got to get this. This is the most important print I have so far. I've just got to get it done before summer happens, you know? Live stream chat, nothing happening there. I got... What's that? Nobody bid on that. Yeah. The price of Alteza parts is crazy. Like, some people want absolutely crazy money for shit. A fuel pump assembly for $274 1-to-1 conversion. 27,489 yen for a used junky fuel assembly. Like, what is this thing? Blower motor controller. Oh shit, I should probably get that. Let's star that one. What else is here? AC compressor for $50. Huh. Front lower arms. Crazy money. No idea why people are paying that for them. $85 for a set of new seatbelts. Like, a couple of years ago, I was buying them for 1 yen and then sending them to Trinidad. Now, Shang P 609 son, he's a exporter, has paid $8,500 for them, which means that every set of seatbelts from now on is going to be 8,500 yen because this guy paid that high price. Yeah. 35,000 for a gas tank, like a used gas tank. Like, yeah. It's just a lot, dude. It's a lot of money. That's a cute doggy. Oh shit. What did we lose? Didn't break it. That just slid right off there. I need something that's heavy that has grip. Yahoo Auctions, share your screen. No, I'm not sharing my screen. When you share the blob got smushed. It did. Or did it get moved? Got smushed. Nice. I like it. I don't want to share my screen for Yahoo Auction. Just yet. I guess I could later. I'm looking at a doggy. Cute doggy. I'm looking on my phone too. We can do this for a minute. No, yeah, I think this could be improved. Should we improve it? Because you don't need to see this shit. I could actually be bigger here. You don't need to see any of this. None of it. So I could be this sort of size. I could share the limelight. Oh, Ted's just arrived. Hi, mate. How you doing? He's come in for a pat. Hey, doggy. How you doing? You alright? Ted is here. Yeah, people wanting crazy money for shit. What's your choice of dag? Do you like dags? Yeah, I like dags. This dag is a rescue dag. He was in a shelter and we rescued him. And he's a good boy, aren't you? Can we do Ducko? Oide? Come here. Ducko. Oide. Come on. Hug. Come here. I want to put you on camera. Not it. Oide. Come here. Not it. No, he doesn't want to. Okay, come here, I'll pat you then. Come on. Nope. He doesn't want to be picked up. He's happy to be patted, but he doesn't want to be picked up. I guess I don't know when my phone is the phone I'm looking at right now. I don't know when this contract is up, but when it is, I'll probably use this phone as a secondary camera, because you're actually watching me on a phone at the moment. Believe it or not, that's a phone. And if I had a second phone, I could do a second angle. How long have I got? Probably another year or something stupid. Oh, turn Wi-Fi off. Yeah. Okay, then fine. You chase a dag. Do you like dags? Yeah, I like dogs. Had a miniature fox terrier for 17 years. Wow. That's a long time to have a dag. Hope this guy lasts that long. Yeah. Every photo of Ted makes him look like he's about the size of a Jack Russell. But when you meet him, like, I'm sitting in this chair and his back is actually higher than my knee. He's a big dag. I like big dags. I used to like small ones, but I like bigger ones now. Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. How long until my phone is paid off? The hell is that? Oh, okay. I'm at 29 out of 48. So yeah, I've got another 20 months. Well, 19 months before this phone is paid off. And then I get a new one. I might get a new one before then. Who knows? Unlikely, though. Yeah, used phones. Now I've got a 3D printer. I can print, like, arms and things for different... Because one of the problems... This is a fantastic... Let me just make this live for a second. And I'll rotate this just a little bit. Like that. Did that work? No, it didn't. There we go. Yeah. See this arm here? This comes up this way, over that way, and then down to hold on to the phone there. Wouldn't it be great if I could just have a small arm off the shelf there? But nobody makes it. Now I have a 3D printer. I could make one. I could make that. They say that when you get a 3D printer, everything becomes a nail. And that is 100% true. As soon as you get one, you start looking at everything like, how can I 3D print something to fix that? Rather than, like, previously it was, oh, weld something up. Now it's 3D printing. Yeah, how about caravan for your ma? Yeah. Great. Nice. I like those. Something weird about all this. It was us that wanted the caravan. Yeah, I love the part at the end where the police come and they're like, what are you doing? Walking the dog. What do you know? What do you know about pikeys? No, they're not to be trusted. For your ma. For your ma. Yeah. That is a fantastic movie. Now, if YouTube wasn't such... What's the word? A stickler for content, I would sit here and watch movies with you, but not allowed to do that. Need to do that, I think. Yeah, that. Yeah, there we go. You can see the printer in the background. It's still going. For me, it's not for me, it's for me ma. Should we build a new screen? We could do that. We could build a new screen. I kind of want to. So the first thing I need to do if I'm going to build a new screen is turn the mic on so that you can hear me. All right, so can you guys like light up the chat so that while shit's going weird, it's if anyone comes in, they'll know it's a place that they can actually have a good time. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm going to try this. We're going to make a new scene. So you're going to completely lose me. This is going to go black. There's not going to be any sound. I'm going to have to set it up. All right, so I need a PC mic as the first thing I'm going to do. All right. I'll see you as soon as I've built this thing. I'm going to call... What am I going to call this? We're going to call it printing. I can't actually see this damn thing because of the... Oh, fine. With a capital P. Alright, I'm gonna disappear probably. But I'm still here. Do we have sound? We have sound. It's the Duck's Guts Max. I don't know what that means. DGM. We have sound. Can we have audio? We want... I need to get the laptop screen. Display capture 2. Is that it? That's it, but it's going to be weird. So I need to move... Oh, that can stay there, actually, for the time being. Mad Max quote. Oh, it's a Duck's Guts, Max. I've only seen Mad Max 1 once. And the only thing I got from Mad Max was this. That's all I got. And before I watched Mad Max... which was probably last year. I'd never done that before. Didn't know I could do that. There you go. So that's Mad Max for you. Anyway, I need display capture 2. And then I need to zoom it so that it's the right size. Well, this is going to suck. Alright, display... I need display capture 2. So display capture. And oh, is that it? Oh, maybe I can do... Can I do that? Okay, so that's way wrong. Hey, there we are. Hey, perfect. Okay, cool. That's that done. What about me? Where am I? I'm in the... cam left circle, but I'm coming to the conveni with you. It's highball o'clock. Get me one while you're there. I could go a highball. I need to know what this is exactly. Properties of cam left. Okay, it's that. Alright, so let's go printing. And then we're going to add me. We need a display capture. Me. Select display to capture. No, it's not a display capture. It's a thing. It's a camera. It's a capture. Is it a capture source? Video capture device. That's what I want. Just call it me. It already exists. God damn it. Alright. Camera. Call it the camera. Hey, okay, so that is me. Alright, do that. Now we can move me there and then shrink me to be like, because you don't need any of that data. We can do that. And I want to have all of the... We could actually make this bigger, couldn't we? Because we don't need that bar. And we can move that to there. We go a little bit bigger than that even. Ah. Okay. So we're getting there. Do that. That's pretty good. You can still see the home there. This, you can still see home. You can't see file and stuff like that, but you don't need to see that. I can make me a little bit bigger then too, which is going to be like that. You can see what that's happening. Okay, cool. I kind of want to... Can I have like a barrier around, like a border? Yes. Properties. Maybe, but I don't know how. Filters, maybe. No. I can do LUTs. Can I do a border? Close. There is a way to do this. I'm just not sure how. So we're 3D printing. What are we 3D printing? We're 3D printing a pipe across backing plate. The right side, the front half, for Panic ITBs that will fit Altezza. Fit my car specifically. Will it fit your car? I don't know. Ask Donald. He's... Oh... what do they call him? What do they call him? I can't remember. Donald. Yeah, Donald's good at borders. Is he, though? Well, actually, he's the best at borders. Nobody does borders like Donald does borders. I've completely forgotten how to do any of this. Transform. I don't know if he's any good at borders, but yeah, he's fun to watch. He's entertaining. Donald is entertaining. If nothing else, he is entertaining. Biden was entertaining too, but kind of in a oh my god kind of way. I guess they're both kind of entertaining in an oh my god kind of way, if you think about it. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Either way. So we're printing. What else can we do on screen here while this is happening? I need to get the... I need to get all these organized. Toys, coins, supers, drops. What's this thing called? Toys, coins, supers, drops. Alright, let's try that. Let's get... Is it scene? Toys. Coins, I think. Toys, coins, supers, drops. I got a terrible memory, if you didn't know. Supers. Drops. Ah, there we go. There's the box. Toys, coins, supers, drops. Is that all we needed? TTS. I need TTS active. But that's not active here even. Let's do that. Is it a scene? Whoops, sorry. What is TTS? What actually is that? Speaker bot. Sorry, everything's jumping around everywhere. I'm doing housekeeping at the moment. Oh, what happened? Kiwi, wait, what videos are coming down the tracks? I announced the 2 next videos I announced to members. Because I did that, I feel like I will not disclose that. I can tell you that the next one will be a gaijin in the car, and it's with somebody that you know. And the following one after that is Altezza related. But I feel like I should keep that information strictly for members. Yeah. 3D printing is super nice. It's helped me out several times with Subaru SVX parts. Keyfob for his Lapan SS up. Lapan, nice. Yeah, I've made, like, I haven't made shit yet. I have. Sorry, I have. I've made one. I made a couple of benchies, but I did that for testing purposes. Other than that, I think everything that I've made has been functional. Like this, for example. Very, very cool piece of kit. And this. Functional pieces. And this. And yeah, everything's been 99.9% of everything that I've made with my 3D printer has been functional. I made a shift linkage. Okay, so Jazda will be interested in this, maybe. Alto Works HA22S, the one with the VVT, or any Alto for that matter. If you put a HA36 shifter in, it will be a short shifter. They're not super short, but much shorter than normal. I made up some parts to get that to fit into, get the HA36 shifter to fit into the HA22. That meant I had to make an arm. I can show you that, actually. Why don't we do that? We can do that. I have the capability. Show me your leadership capabilities. Do that. I like this screen better. Better, monsieur. Better get a bucket. I'm going to throw up. Fusion is loading. I shall show you this. Do I miss Australia? No. I think it's the future when it comes to preserving these old 3D JDM cars. Yeah. You have to. 3D scanning. I haven't 3D scanned anything yet. I really want to do that. I have heard that you can do 3D scanning with your phone and it works. But I've never tried it. What size wheels do you run on your Altezza? At the moment, I have 8J plus 30 17s. I could actually run wider on the front. I'd like to run wider on the front. Because I don't fill the guards. I could probably run like a 10J on the front if I wanted to. Easily 9. I don't know, or maybe a different offset. But yeah, it's what I ended up with. It doesn't look cool, but that car has to get back on track. And I also made a vow to not buy nice wheels until I can put the car on the track where I want at any time. So no more of this, undercutting the apex bullshit. No. If I want to hit the apex, then I can. If I want to stay on the outside, then I can. Until I can do that, I'm not going to buy nice wheels. I wonder if there's a free 3D scanner app in iPhone. There is, yes. Einstar 3D scanner is the best consumer one at the moment, around $800 USD. Yeah, see, that's so far out of my budget. I'll try the using your mobile phone scanner stuff because it's free, but I mean, dropping a scanner like that, so far, everything I've made has been an extension of a flat surface, if that makes any sense. Like, what screen are we actually looking at the moment? I think, let me just see what. Okay, so yeah, we're looking at this. This, for example, if I was to draw this shape here, that way, and then extend it up, I can pull out this way, I can pull out that way, but it's just an extension of a flat surface. Everything I've designed so far has been like that. I haven't dealt with starting with a 3D surface yet. I haven't needed to. So until I need to do that, I'm going to stay away from the 3D scanning stuff, especially at $800 to get into it. Like, it's a lot. 12:45. Good night, Kiwi Garage. Thank you for stopping by and chatting with me. I enjoyed it. Good night, mate. We are 3D printing. This is good. I like this. It feels right. It feels good. You can see the 3D printer down there. You can see it inside the machine. You can see time left. This is good. Camera. What if we move me up? That doesn't do anything for anything. So put me back down there again. Printer Cam is fun addition to stream. I'm glad you like it. I like the fact we can see it down there. That's kind of cool. You can see it moving. We're live from the printer. I could move me into the printer. What if we did that? Help me, I'm trapped in the printer. That's silly. Stop messing around. I don't have time for that. Can we there's a way to add borders and I've just forgotten how to do it. I've done it before. I've forgotten. I could Google it or not. We're just chilling. Unfortunately, phone scanners can't seem to track very large objects like body panels. See, that's not the kind of thing I would ever dream of scanning anyway, because my printer can't print things that big. I'll only ever scan something that my printer can print. Yeah. Did you sell my old Purser Mark IIIs? Waiting on my Purser Core 1 to arrive. I wish the tariffs didn't hit the Bamboo Lab printers so hard here. I mean, yeah, it's. I know a way around it, but yeah, yeah, not out of China anyway. China and USA want to have a trade war, so I mean, what are you going to do? It's what China wants. It's what America wants. So yeah, who knows what the implications of that, the outcome of that will be. I heard one person saying that it was a like tank the economy so that interest rates drop or something like that. Don't quote me. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. I'm just. You mentioned tariffs and thought I'd carry on the conversation. Anyway, another question. Are there any convenient ways to just rent a 3D scanner for the day if there was a specific item you wanted to scan for a project? I didn't mention that, yeah. No, I think for small stuff, I think I can get away with it with the phone scanner. But as I say, what I said before, I've only done like start with a flat image and then extrude it up. I've got a desktop scanner right here. This is the Panic ITB Extendo. You know what? I'll just do this. You know what this is? Panic ITB Velocity Stack. I sat that on my desktop printer and scanned it. Then I measured the holes and then blew up the image inside AutoCAD to be the correct size. That allowed me to put the holes in the correct location. Then all I had to do was extend upwards. So I draw that, extend it upwards, and now I have this. You see what I'm saying? Hope you see what I'm saying. That's my Costco card. I need to get that out of there. That shouldn't be there. So, as of yet, that's how I've designed everything. But yeah, as far as 3D scanning stuff, I can't actually think of anything off the top of my head that I need to do that with. Nothing. I don't. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Perhaps there is something in Australia or America where you could rent a scanner, but I very much doubt you could do that in Japan. Very much doubt it. Yeah, thank you. You wouldn't have thought, or nice, I wouldn't have even thought to scan in 2D and extrude in software like that. That's creative. I mean, I don't know what gave me the idea to do this specifically. I didn't see anyone do this specifically, but I used to watch I still watch him occasionally, a YouTube channel called Soundman, and he has a router table, and he 2D scans stuff for his router table, and maybe I got the idea from there. Not really sure. We'll give him credit anyway. But yeah, I needed to know where everything was, so I took one of the ITBs off and scanned it as well, so that this bolts up properly. Yeah, so that bolts onto there. Then you've got the runners, and then you've got a platform for what I'm printing right now. And then my own little velocity stack. So it's got press fit nuts in there. that bolt's on there. Why did you do it like that? What are those holes for? They're access holes to be able to get to the mounting holes here. They're service holes. None of this diagonal bullshit with my stuff. You go straight through. All I had to do was make the feet a little wider. So that bolt's on there like that. There are 4 bolts holding the plate on. Well, actually, a total of 16. So the plate stays on, and you can change these. I will design this with a lower profile that probably won't fit Altezza, but will fit other cars if you wanted to do that. Very easy to lower that and make it's pretty easy to make that taller as well. But this is probably the only thing that I didn't develop in 2D. Although I kind of did. It was like that on the screen, and I drew this profile, that profile, and then all I did was, and the inside profile, around, down, and then flat. And then I used, what did I use? There's a particular, this is going to mess everything up. Okay, we'll do it anyway. Screw it. Let's put this, we're going to put this. We'll put this up here, I guess. It's going to be awfully small. Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, it won't do it. We can't go any smaller than that? No, alright. Okay. There's this thing here called revolve. And that will, if you draw a circle, and then you draw this shape, you can make this shape copy itself the whole way around the circle. It does it all for you. There you go. There's an explanation there. So that's the only thing I did in 3D. Everything else has been done basically in 2D. This was just a circle I extruded up. Yeah. My worry is if they slap tariffs on car parts from Japan, parts are already difficult to find for my car. See, the thing is, if you were to have somebody in Japan that can ship for you, that's friendly, they could buy the parts for you. And then, see, exporting stuff, you have to declare the value of the item. If I buy something, perhaps you don't value it as much as I value it, if you know what I mean. Because value is subjective, right? And, I mean, I need this, so this is very valuable, but I don't really need this, so this isn't valuable at all. But I won this. This is valuable. See what I'm saying? And if I was to send this to the United States, what's the value of that? How would they tariff that? Well, they'd get a tariff that based on the value. Value is subjective. If you know what I mean. Like a 360 feature to extrude into a circle. Yes. Yeah, it'll follow a path. It can extrude to a path. I'm going to get that off the screen. I forgot what I loaded that up for. I was going to show you something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I made a birdhouse. I didn't design this. I didn't draw it. I just downloaded it and printed it. It's It's made out of ASA.
ASA, I am your father. I am Bird Vader.
Bird Hauser. Yeah. It's all happening. Yeah, buying, it's incredible how cheaply you can buy these from Amazon and how expensive they are in the home center. So, yeah, I bought, 100 of them, because 100 of them was cheaper than 4 of them at the home center. So what's printing currently? This is a Pipercross base plate. It goes on top of... Wait, here's a failed print from earlier. The Pipercross filter goes on this. And it's a third or fourth attempt at making this. That's what it is. A lot of attempts have been made. So you'll have to excuse me if I don't offer all of this for free, because it's cost quite a lot of money to do. Yeah. R&D. Oh, but you were making it for yourself anyway. Yeah, that was a shit conversation with someone that I shouldn't have been even talking to. Yeah. Pipercross plate adapter to run on the Altezza. That's what's printing currently. I'm of the opinion that the nylon and even the carbon reinforced PC will be strong enough to make throttle wheels. So I am kind of contemplating recreating the 20 valve throttle wheels for the Panic ITBs. I'll just bring up a photo if I can. I was going to show you this. Is Jazda still there? I'll just show you a photo of it. There it is there. That's the arm for the HA36 shifter. So the side-to-side movement uses an arm like this in metal. And, so there's the arm there if you didn't see it the first time. So I designed that so that the cable, the OEM cable in the HA22, doesn't have to raise up and be pulled. So the stick will stay in the upright position, if that makes any sense. I designed and printed the arm for that. I also designed and printed the main shaft, the gear selector bush, the small ones that go on the cable at the bottom of the shaft for forward and back. I also designed and printed the main bush for gear engagement at the gearbox end. That presented some difficulties that I'm not going to go into. Hard to explain. You need to see it. You need to be doing that to know what I'm talking about. And it's a bit of a thing. The cable bushings. I think they're a different size. Nylon. Did you use carbon reinforced nylon or just regular nylon? I need to know. Here's a shot of what that... I have a great success with ASA and CF nylon for my engine bay parts. Yeah, see, I'm trying to do CF nylon at the moment and having a lot of troubles. Regular nylon, yeah. So that's a sneak peek of what it will look like when it's done. You can see that little pocket on the left side. That is for the catch can and the, what do you call it? The charcoal canister to connect to. Should be all really cool. Had great success with ASA. ASA. The birdhouse is out of ASA. I didn't have any problem with that at all. Printed perfectly. I printed a whole bunch of... my fence is aluminium tubing, and all the tops originally came with plastic caps on them. And over the years, I guess 20 years or whatever, the sun just ate all the plastic away. So I designed and printed new caps for the whole fence, all 300 and whatever of them they were. And my gate as well. Made new caps for that out of ASA. I was planning to do guttering for the tent, some down piping out of ASA. Very sensitive to humidity. Yeah, I've got my dryer there. There's my dryer, and it says the humidity is at 9%, so it shouldn't be. It's not wet. Unfortunately, I've got a cabinet. I'm not having bed adhesion issues. At the moment, I'm having problem with the build plate getting pulled up off the bed because of shrinkage. I can't get the chamber hotter than 35 or 36 degrees. This printer, the K1C, boasts having a heated chamber, but that's only heated by the hotbed. Now the back fan is engaged, and it shouldn't be. You can see, I'll show you. I might have to route it to get it to do what I want, because that's why I can't get it above 36, because the back fan is coming on, even though I've told it not to. Let me just... Look. Oh, wait. No, where is it? There it is. You can see here the back fan is off. But it's actually on. Like, if I put my hand behind it, I can feel that it's on. even though the software is telling me it's off. It's pulling a lot of heat out of there. So I might have to route it to be able to get that fan to stop. Obviously, it's hard coded. Obviously, the K1C is hard coded to not allow the chamber temperature to get too high. Yeah, that's a bit shit. I've got the chamber set to be 55 actually, but it's not letting me do that. A 6.6 nozzle. Yeah, CF clogs so easy. Well, I'm using a 0.4 nozzle, and I was previously trying to print at 0.16 and was getting a lot of problems. All of the stuff I showed you at the earlier was 0.16, but this plate just wouldn't print, getting blobs and all kinds of problems. Now I've just got the plate lifting off the bed issue. Adding a heater, get it close to 50 to 60, yeah, exactly. I would do less than 50C for any... You mean you wouldn't? Yeah, no, less than 50. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't... Short of disconnecting that fan, there's nothing I can do about it now. I didn't know... Previous to this print, I didn't know it was turning itself... That fan was locked. I didn't know that was a thing. That's really trash. Here, I've got cooling. 0, 0, 0, 0. Slow printing down. Min print speed. Where fans are off. Fan speed 0. The exhaust fan is set to off, but it's on. And inside the software... it's showing it as off 0%, but it's actually on. So Creality have hardwired that to do what they want it to do. I mean, it's just a matter of either disconnecting it or routing it. It'll be hard coded in there. But yeah, 30, it's like 37's as high as I can go. That sucks. Did not know that was a thing. I can't put the hotbed above 100 degrees either. It won't let me. I tried to run the nozzle at 330 and it locked the machine down. The whole thing shut down. I thought I'd broken the machine. Contacted tech support and everything. Turned the machine off, turned the machine back on, and it came good again, but not before I already filed a ticket with tech support. Tech support will take 3 days to get back to you. Like, 3 days. In 2025, 3 fucking business days. In 2025. Unbelievable. I said, I lied to them. I said, I've got a client coming over in the morning and I need this to print in the morning. So we're talking 8 hours, not 72 business hours. And, they said, we apologize for the inconvenience, but yeah, that doesn't if I was actually running a print farm or something, then having your printer down for 3 days is kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So the K1C, don't know if that's the printer I'd go for, honestly. Definitely Apple of 3D printers. I would have thought Bamboo was the Apple of 3D printers because, like, they're moving towards, the fact they're so expensive is one thing, and the fact they're trying to move everything away from user modifications. Like, the Creality, this printer, out of the box, they actually supply you with filament and plans to make a side-mounted filament holder because they realized when they made it that the back-mounted filament holder was a stupid idea. Like, you modify it straight out of the packet. It's... yeah. There's a reason Persa and Bamboo Labs are the standard for print farms. Well, I mean, they're a lot more expensive. This was on sale on Amazon for just over 70,000 yen, and you're not getting a X1 for under 12, which is almost double. So, what do you get for double? I guess you get the option to turn your exhaust fan off, I guess. But, yeah, I just wanted something that... I couldn't afford a Bamboo printer. No. Bamboo were... I think this might be a bit high, actually. Is this quieter? If I do... No, it's not. It's the same. Live. Oh, it is... No, it is. It's okay. So back to this. Bamboo were filling my Instagram feed with printer ads. So I sent them a PM saying, sponsor me, and they just ignored me. So, yeah. I sent a message to Creality as well, and they ignored me as well. I contacted the sales department. They're like, no, they'll get back to you, I promise. Okay. Never did. It's been months. I've got one now. I've got a K1C. I would like a K2 because of the multicolour stuff next. Yeah, the Prusa, and the Bamboo are just too expensive for me. They're out of my price range. If they were making money, then yeah. But I don't make money from 3D printing yet. I don't know if I ever will. One thing I can do a lot of things, but one thing I can't do is sell stuff. Even if I have a product I'm happy with, I have very little confidence in selling that product. Yeah. Don't know where that comes from. But yeah, I have no confidence in anything I make being worthy of selling. Like even this, like that blemish there. Can I really sell that? Probably, but don't know. Amazingly sober. Bought drunk. Oh wow, really? That's kind of weird. Sober Sunny. Oh, talk. Let's just call you Bob. Your name's too long. Change your name to Bob. Home again. Amazingly sober Bob bought drunk sober Bob lots of whiskey. I mean, that's because drunk Bob is desperate to get out of sober Bob. Sober Bob has him trapped. It's possible. Back to the printer stuff. I think that if this fails, I might try. I might disconnect the exhaust fan and see what it does. It's possible the temperatures in there will get so hot that the machine shuts down. But, I mean, it's kind of a chance I need to take because I want to print this filament. Got another blob there, too. Kieran Strong's at Convenies. Yeah. Nah, I don't do those anymore. Yeah. Except when I do, but never at home. Yeah, I could go another alcoholic beverage, but I don't have any. I'm out. I think there's a couple of cans still in the fridge, but they're not mine, so I'm not going to steal them. I don't have... Oh, we've lost a bunch of viewers for some reason. Probably because the live stream's boring as shit. Maybe. I don't know. Not sure. I always find it interesting, like, why did the printer choose those particular lines? Not sure. Not sure at all. Why did a blob happen there? I'm going to go look at that. Looks way bigger on the camera. That's what she said. Oh, there's actually another blob that you can't see that's over the back. The bed still hasn't. The plate hasn't lifted off the bed yet, so we're still okay. Used to love living in Japan. The culture shock I had when I moved to Texas was huge. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be going from one extreme to the other, isn't it? Although they do say that an armed community is a polite community. They do say that. Dunno, man. Dunno. An armed community is a polite community. Car culture is so different. I don't know anything about car culture. Like, I don't know what that means. I think you can find cool people who do car shit anywhere. And you can find fucking losers who do car shit anywhere. I had a fleeting thought recently that I could sell my daily driver and C chassis Alto and replace both with a HA36. I mean, I don't want to see you do that, but I guess we can probably have a bit of a look at it, I guess. What's an HA36 go for? Good question. Where the hell's my... Oh, it's there. All right. 5 likes on this live stream, so if you haven't liked it yet, please do. Where is Yahoo Auction? Yahoo Auction. There we are. Ugh, my knees hurt. Go away, you. I want to look at cars. Where are the cars? There we go. Cars. Put it on the screen so we can see it. Nah. I want cars. Suzuki. Alright, we'll move it to the screen. Then you're not going to be able to see the printing. This is shit. What if we do... Yeah, okay. This is not great. So I need to go like that sort of wide. So Yahoo wants me to have this shit bar of crap that I don't fucking want on the screen because the website was made in Japan and there are no such thing as good Japanese websites. It just doesn't exist. Alright, where's the Alto? Alto works. There it is. I think they get an HA22. Nice. Now we need... I don't know, what year are we looking for, Jazda? Can I just type in HA36 and it'll come up? There's 74. Here's one for $4,000. Holy shit. 24 people in it, though. Let's go, I don't know. I don't know what year they came out. So I don't know what an old one is. I'll Google it. HA36. 2014 they came out. Can we do that then? Alright, 7. 4. You get Itasha for 4, 10 people in it. 13 grand, 6 grand, 12, 5, 2, 15, 16, 12 grand, 14 grand, 13 grand, 10. So it looks to be... Well, that's 18. That's 30 years. A few years old already. 29. Alright, so the oldest one here is 6 grand. Yeah. There might be a trap with that one too, like... yeah, there's a $200 fee for that. And they got a bunch of other shit hidden in it. Yeah, they got that hidden there. Oh, some more photos. I just can't imagine. That's an auto. Ooh, you don't want that. That's why it's 6 grand. Looks like the RS, not the Works. Yeah, it's an auto too. It's Turbo RS, you're right. Here's a Works here, 14. Let's go price. Turbo RS, Works Turbo. 4. Where are the ones that have sold? I don't know where they are anymore. I used to know. We could translate this page. Why didn't I just do that before? Price low to high. Oops. That was the stupid. Let's do this. Lowest price first. Where are the ones that have sold? Used car market, car view. Okay, that's kind of weird. Good morning, Rick G. How you doing? Excellent. Very well. Excellent. 50 results. Additional conditions. Manual. $22 units. Oh, so these are ones that have sold. There we go, found it. Just loaded up an 88 Cefiro. Nice. I'm a fan of the Cefiro. Gonna check on this print real quick. The bed has not lifted. You know what I could do? Just cover the fan up. Just block it. Yeah, I'll see how we go. We haven't lifted yet. There's still time. It might still ruin itself. Okay, so Jazda. Here we go. 4.5, 4.6, 9, 8, 6 for an RSX. Oh, that's that. Okay. 4. That's crazy that an HB21S is worth more than an HA36. Oh, wow, HA22. Oh, it might be an auto. $800. Cheap. RSZ. $1,000. $4,000 for that. HA11. RS. No, you want a turbo. 8.5. $12,000. 8.5. That's quite cool. Five, 7. That's cool. 88 AltaWorks RSX. Yeah. Yeah, Jazda's thinking about selling his C chassis and getting an HA36, so I thought we'd have a bit of a look on Yahoo Auction, $6,000. There you go. I think that's probably enough. Bit off topic. Nothing's off topic. What site would you recommend for buying items off of Yahoo Auctions? Yeah, don't buy from Buyee. I've never heard of Black Ship. I would recommend either asking me to do it for you or go through Jesse Streeter. Get that personalized service. I've never heard of Black Ship before. Arr. Oh, wait. Here it is now. It's a fucking Black Ship.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Yeah, it's a package forwarding service. Black Ship. Arr. Oh shit. He's trying to fall off there, are you? I'm really quite. I'm a bit upset that I can't raise the chamber temperature as high as I want. Honestly, I might Google it. K1C camera not able to handle high chamber temps. Camera consistently stops working when exposed to temps above 55 degrees or so. It shuts itself down from overheating. Really? That's weird. Why won't it let me do it? Maybe it's my model? Because the back fan says off, but it's on. Chamber temps at 35 degrees. It's not letting me go higher than that. Something fishy going on here. Really. Yep, that's right. I've had sometimes sellers on Yahoo Auctions waste space in boxes / shipping, so it racks up the cost internationally. Yes. You need someone that will open the box and then repack it for international shipping, which is why I recommend me or Jesse Streeter, because I'm pretty sure Jesse Streeter does it, and I always do it. Even Monster Sport, you buy direct from Monster Sport, and you'll get a exhaust manifold that's hanging out of the cardboard because it's just floating around in a giant box. Punches a hole in the box, but that's fine in Japan because they're careful with their shipping. If that has to go international like that, you'll lose the whole thing through the hole in the box. Streeter. Go with Jesse Streeter. Googleable. You can Googleable him. Streeter. I don't recommend going with a big company like Bai because they don't give a shit about you. And they have such a reputation that they don't need to give a shit about you. Chamber temps. Yeah, Yamato are great. Oh. It might be a problem with Orca Slicer, actually. Maybe. Buy as a ripoff. Not just that. Not just that. I think I'm more expensive than Bai, honestly. Like I said earlier, I've got a giant box downstairs that was shipped from Bai because Bai refused to send it after buying it. The person who purchased it had no choice but to send it to me so I can forward it. But people prefer to buy from them than myself directly. Yeah, I know what you mean. You're better off doing that too, honestly, I think. Speaking of stuff that you make, where's the engine mount? Have you welded it yet? Roy is asking about the engine mounts. Oh, you can get a chamber heater for the K1C. At least you used to be able to. No longer available. What is a PTC heater? Hey, that's really cool. Welding tomorrow. Sick. What is a PTC heater? Does anyone know? I'll Google it. A PTC heater. Positive temperature coefficient heater is a type of electrical resistance heater where the resistance increases with temperature. Ooh, the more you know. So if I get one of those, I can put it inside the Creality and wire it into the motherboard, apparently, with the blower fan. That's pretty cool. Run a solid state relay. It's a very slick design. AliExpress. You can't see what I'm looking at. That's okay. $29. Yeah. Little fan. Not fan. Little heater. Pretty sick. Anyway, what was I was looking at why this thing shuts off. The thermal settings on fluid. Yeah, okay, so this guy's hacked his thing. Got to bounce. Good night, Jazda. Find a specific Cartopia magazine issue, but haven't had any luck. Cartopia 91. Any clue where I find a dealership? I mean, you might find it in a hard off or something like that, but other than that, you got Mercari or Yahoo Auction. That's it. Helper scripts. Fans control. Line 21. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Might have to do it via code to get that to work. If this print, this print is actually pretty thick, and it still hasn't raised the bed up yet, hasn't screwed itself. So we might be all right. I had it in a different orientation before, where it was lifting at the front left-hand corner. I turned it around so the thick part's at the back, but that back corner there is going to be the hottest place in there, and that's where it was lifting. So hopefully this fixed it. Not sure. We'll find out. Contains Subaru SVX information that isn't available anywhere online as far as I know. Can't seem to find any archives of it either. Cartopia. Oh, that's because I'm on that. Subaru Cartopia, 1984. What episode did you say it was? 234. Yeah, no, 234. December 1991. Number 225. And number 229. What did you want? 234. Nah, there's only two. Unfortunately not. Alright, I'm going to use this opportunity to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. The printer will be your entertainment while I'm gone. Let me guess, the stream was better while I wasn't here. Yeah, 6 likes. Thank you very much for the likes. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not already on the Discord, go join it, because there it is.
Ha 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 ha.
Do that, because it's worth doing. I don't think I can modify this mid-print, and I probably shouldn't anyway, but I really hope this doesn't fail because of the chamber temp. It might, though. Well, we went from like 8 viewers at one point down to 2. Was it something I said? We're only 16 layers into a 209 layer print. You can see up there. Wait, can I do that with that? If I do that, I can do... You can see up there. That's the thing. Don't think the bed's lifted yet. Bed plate. Chamber won't go over 35 degrees. Where are my... They're here. No. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. I have to research that later, I suppose. What's everyone doing? Gone quiet all of a sudden. We're having a good time for a while there, and now everyone's silent. Bob, you heavy into the whiskey already? What's the crack? I should get another drink of some description, I suppose. I don't have any more alcohol, but a non-alcoholic beverage is probably a good idea. Yeah. Oh, we've only got one person in the room now. Everybody's left. Everybody gone. Everybody's gone. Maybe now is a good time to go and get that drink. How about that drink? Yeah, how about that drink? I really need to get some TPU so I can print gaskets for this stuff. But yeah, not yet. Ooh, I might go to bed soon, honestly. Um, One whiskey down. I'm going to see what alcoholic beverages I've got. I'll be right back. I've literally no alcoholic beverages in the house. So I've gone for a liquid IV drink, and it's I think it's supposed to go in like 2 liters or something, because it's not dissolving in this water. It's all right. Drink this water and then fill the water back up again so that it dissolves. My mixing fork. Yeah. Send me a drawing of whatever gasket you need. I want to do it all in house. Interesting flavor. Liquid IV. Very drinkable. Be better if it was cold. This is tap water. For those that don't know, you can drink tap water in Japan. So this is tap water. There's no ice in it, so it's kind of not exactly super cold. Not ideal, but it'll work. It's working. Hydration is the game. My biggest fear with this, though, is I wake up to a completely rooted print, and I've just wasted all that filament and electricity. Six likes. Thank you for the likes. Roy disappeared. He's off to bed, I guess, and that's probably good because he's supposed to be here at 9 a.m. to work on his Alteza. So that's good. 48% done. I just hope my combination of things that I did to this print settings are going to allow this thing to print without warping. We'll see. Still got 3 hours left. I'm not staying up to watch it. I got to get to bed, but if it's going to warp, I hope it warps while I'm still awake so I can stop it. Save the filament. Yeah. Hydration. Who's in the chat? If you're watching, write a message. Get in the chat. Talk to me. I'm here to talk to you. If you don't chat to me, there's not really much point me being here. There are a lot of blobs going on here. It's not pretty at all. How long will the print take? There's 3 hours. It's up here. 3 hours and 7 minutes remaining. This is not a pretty print. Pretty print. Not a pretty print. 2.2. The last one turned out way better. print quality wise. Yeah, if this fails though, I'm gonna have to figure out how to control that fan, because it should be 60 degrees in there and it's only 30. Between 50 and 60. Getting screwed by the default Creality settings. That's not ideal. Like, that looks really nice on camera, like what you can see, but when you actually get up and have a look at it, there's quite a lot of blobs scattered around the place. Be interesting to see, like, if this actually is able to go to, like, print the entire model. Be interesting to see what it turns out like. If those blobs make a difference. This is the back side though, so I mean, they're not going to make a difference for fitment, I don't think. That one on that front circle there's a blob. That might make a difference, but it just sand it flat. This has to be airtight. It doesn't even unplug it. Unplug the fan. Yeah, I mean, it's probably too late now. Have to open the door to do that, and that's going to cause the temperature in the chamber to drop even further, and then that'll ruin the print probably. You can actually see the plug. It's back there in the back, that white one. I believe that's it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is at the moment. So I guess I'll give it another 30 minutes or so. I think if it was going to lift, it might have already done it, but we'll give it some more time anyway. We're 2.5 hours in. At the 3-hour point, if it hasn't lifted, it probably won't. Worth the gamble. Because it's really just it's that bottom plate that you can see now, and then some raised stuff around the edges. So the majority of the filament, I feel, has already been used. Yeah, we've already gone further than the previous print. You can't see it on screen. Why don't I actually make it so you can see it there? This one made it 44 meters of filament when I stopped it. The current one's done 45, so we've gone further than the last one did, at least. And we're back. Having the chamber fan plugged in is important because I need to be able to control the temperature. You don't want it to just skyrocket to 100 degrees in there. Not that I think it's even possible for it to do that, but you don't want that. If you can see on the far right... Oh, wait, I can do it with the mouse. Here, I believe that's a temp sensor. And people on Google were saying they got this to above 55 because the camera shuts off at 55. Which is kind of stupid. They could have actually, because of the camera's location, it could have been outside the glass. Gotta go Boots call. Was that booty call? Boots call? Anyway, be lovely chatting. Good night, Jamie. Or Bob, or Sunny Tora, or whatever your name is. Moses, Abraham. Yeah, it's just me, one person, and 3D printer. Just chilling. We're going to find out what's going to happen. Thrilling stuff. It's a bunch of things that I printed for like fine-tuning how stuff fits, how bolts, nuts and bolts go in, how well they fit. It looks like we've started on the back section. If anything's going to make it fail, this should be it. It seems to be still good. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We will find out. Oh, we're still doing the main thing. I'm actually getting a bit chilly. Might grab a hoodie. Yeah. Bit of grey hoodie action. Warmer. Yeah, so just 3D printing. Oh, excuse me. Thought I could hear music. Very weird. Sounds like ice cream truck music. Very strange. Hmm. What's cracking, everybody? I noticed there's 3 people watching, but nobody in the chat. So, yeah. If you want to chat to me, I'm more than willing to have that chat. M141S50. Um... Hmm. So what's cracking, everybody? I'm just messing around, trying to figure out why the exhaust fan is coming on and lowering the temperature of the chamber of my 3D printer. Googling it, and it's not really coming up with anything. Main sale page and change the target temperature to 60 after the printing has started. The main sale page. I'm not even sure what that means. Device. Can't do it here. Yep, no, can't do that. So I'm not really sure. I thought I would be able to control that here. No. The main sail page and change the target temperature to 60 after the printer started. Where's the main sail? Like, I don't even. The main sail page. No idea. Don't know what this guy is talking about. Yeah, maybe it was a typo. Not main sail, maybe something else. Oh no. What's happened? We're gonna wait for the program. Wait for the program. Oh dear. What have I done? Asking too much of it. I'm gonna check the now that. Wow. Okay. I mean, it doesn't appear to have lifted, so we might be good. Although Orca Slicer has totally crashed. We're going to wait for it to respond, but it looks dead. With any luck... Oh, wait, what's happened? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I accidentally clicked something I shouldn't have. Yeah, don't try to add printers, because it wants to... Anyway. Main sail page. Chamber temperature is set to 55. It's currently at 35 because it won't do it. If enabled. Chamber temperature, which can be used to pass the desired chamber temperature macro, or heat soak macro like this. Okay. Yeah, I didn't understand any of that, but that's cool. Cooling. Multi-material, which I don't have, so none of this is relevant at all. Dependencies, no. Notes, no. So I don't see. Maybe it's in advanced. I have to put some code in here or something. Temperatures, chamber temperature. 55. Okay. Let's do high. Do this high temp. Chamber temp. Save it as a separate one, just in case I can't undo it. Slice the plate. Ah, look, there we go. Expecting a legacy variable expansion format. Yeah, so okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. That's understandable. So that was a mistake. Okay, I don't know how that works, so I'm not going to mess with it. Although, why don't we just leave it the way it is? Go back to flow ratio. Discard. Now let's check on our layout. Make sure it hasn't ripped off the board again. I mean, it looks fine, but who knows? Oh, okay, there goes that. They just want to fall down. Trying to keep the lid closed. No, because the Bowden tube is trying to open the lid and let all of my heat out. And so I put a couple of tablets on there, but the vibrations are making the tablets fall on the floor. Can't win. I need something small, heavy, and grippy. Hi, Teddy Bear. Hi. Ted's come to say hello. Now he's getting pats. I'd show you him, but he won't. He doesn't like it when I pick him up, so doesn't want to be on camera. The tablets that keep falling on the ground. Hey, doggy, doggy. Hush, doggy, doggy. Yeah, doggy. Can you see his tail? No. Nothing? Come here. Nothing. No? Alright. Well, I'm not going. Hmm. Yes, I'm not sure what to do about the temperature here. What if we just copy that? Does that work? I've got no idea if that's gonna work or not. Where does it say set temperature manually? Filament G code. I mean, I don't see it anywhere. Filament encode. I don't know. M141 apparently, but it didn't even, like I said it, and it just didn't even do anything. So, no idea. Flying blind, because I don't know what I'm doing. So that didn't do anything. Hmm. Hmm. It's weird. Like, I'm on GitHub, and someone, like, a few people have had this problem, and like the last guy was last month. I have a problem with the K1C and Orca 2.2. No matter what temperature I configure, it always be something like 35 degrees. Exactly what's happening there. He says every time he prints ABS, he needs to go to the main sale page and change the target temperature to 60 after the printing started. Well, I can't even find where that is. Like, I don't see any main sale page or anything. I can't seem to adjust the chamber temperature on the actual machine itself. And I don't see any setting. Like, the setting here doesn't actually do anything. So, um, K1C chamber won't go over 35. Oh, here we go. 70 to 71. This guy had a internal error. I don't know. Very, very curious. I'm not sure. Let's put this back on the screen so that you guys can... Let's get rid of this. Put this back on the screen so you can see what's happening. There you go. Yeah, this guy's got a photo of his K1C at 62 degrees, but I don't see how. Yeah, that's why. Here we go. Creality support said don't operate the chamber at more than 35 degrees. So yeah, they've got it set. Firmware. Some people saying it's a firmware issue. Draft shields. Use draft shields in Orca Slicer. Yep, so the K1C is locked at 35 degrees. You have to hack it to get it to go higher than that. Very disappointing to know that. Yeah, delaminated. Yeah. All right. Let's have another look. let me get my phone camera and try and have a closer look. I mean, it's not lifting like it did before, but it does look like there's a lift on the far side. It's on the flat. Gonna let it go. I just hope it's not what I think it is. Just gonna hope that. Hope. It's a bad idea. Hoping for the best wastes filament, because if you know, like, if it's not right, you should stop the print. But yeah, I can't really tell. It shouldn't have warped there. Maybe it warped there because it's close to the fan. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, we'll leave that and we'll see if it gets worse. It's on a spot where, like, it's on the back side and it's a flat area. So if it was to be slightly warped, then the sponge on the filter will actually fill that gap and it won't be a problem. It's just going to be that I know it's like that. At this point, I just want one complete. So I might let that go. I'm going to wait until it starts doing the back section. And I've already waited 30 minutes more than I thought I was going to. No, I've waited the 30 minutes I was going to. We're in overtime now. But I just want to make sure that back section doesn't lift off. I mean, it might have, and I just can't see it, honestly. And it's printing the final layer. That's the top, I think. There is a draft there. There's the plastic. That plastic is open. I'm not sure whether to stay live and watch this or just log off. The surface looks great, doesn't it? Just don't know if it's shrunk and warped. Might have done. That other side is very suspicious. It does look like it's lifted up, but I can't tell for sure. Ugh. Ugh. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going through Reddit posts and stuff about this, and I don't see a solution. Mm. Just a lot of reading stuff and not really getting anywhere. People talking about that now that summer's here and shit. Alright, people, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in, well, you'll see me in the next live stream. Good talk, good times. But yeah, I'm going to check this one more time and then probably hit the sack, go to bed. So, yeah. Good night. You're there. Night.